Hey, what's good, YouTube? What's good? What's good? It's your boy Tony, man. Today or right now with this review, we on deck is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Um, Look, I'm gonna just jump straight into it. Listen, this was the best Assassin's Creed game that I played since I want to say Black Flag, maybe Origins, give or take. But yeah, man. Yeah, Valhalla, highly recommend it everyone. I just want to get that off the jump. Want to show y'all something here, right quick. See, I have all these notes on the game. All these notes. I'm not going to go through all these notes. I'm not even going to hold y'all. Which means in our like area, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm not going through all these notes. I'm going to just hit a couple points. I've been streaming this on Twitch and YouTube. You can go check those videos out. Um, if you're interested in seeing some gameplay. This is a spoiler review, so if you don't want to, know any more about the game, definitely exit out. But make sure you like, subscribe, or comment, whichever your preference is. If you're fucking with us, but yeah, basically, it's the story of the new assassin, Ivor. He goes from Norway to England to basically settle. If you're familiar with Norse culture, mythology, this game is definitely something that you will be highly interested in. Excuse me. If you've seen the show Vikings, if you watch anything like The Last Kingdom, like Saxon Wars, all that, this is what you want to play. In terms of gameplay, it's a typical Assassin's Creed game. The combat is hit or miss, but you're not really playing Assassin's Creed for the combat. You're playing it for the story, the world building, how it connects to our actual life. I don't know if y'all noticed any of that, but for instance, like the Assassin's Creed 1 through 3, it was talking about the end of the world event involved in 2012, or the conspiracy theories and stuff like that. This game is these last couple series, Origins, Odyssey, and now Valhalla, have laid up to something. I don't know what she's trying to say. I believe that these games are all intertwined, and whoever's and Ubisoft, somebody at Ubisoft is coming up with these lines. Like somebody putting two and two together. I don't know who it is or how they're doing it, but personally, I think it's awesome. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I think it's awesome. So, uh, but yeah, though. So it's about Ivor. He comes with his brother Secret. They come over selling. In their culture, they went to England to settle because their land, it was always cold in Norway. Couldn't grow food, crops, stuff like that. So that's why they went to England. You know what I'm saying? Because it was lush green land, nice land for growing, and raising children, and all that stuff, preserving their uh their way of life. And trying to improve upon it. That's why, and they also made sure to throw Ragnar in there, Joe. His sons, Ivor, the Boneless, Ubar. They make appearances throughout the game, and it's just overall a really, really, a really great game, man. Couple high points. You know, for me personally, y'all know if y'all been following this page or any of our pages, I love Norse mythology, Greek mythology, Egyptian mythology. I love all that, but I'm a big fan of Asgard and you know just seeing the nine worlds and stuff like that. Like when I played God of War, etc., etc. I was hyped when God of War went into the Norse pantheon. That sold me right there on getting on starting up that new trilogy. um, Asgard and Valhalla itself was awesome. Like just seeing the Rainbow Bridge, you got a small taste of it. You get to walk around Asgard, the realm eternal. That was awesome. You get to fight alongside Thor, Tyr, Freya, whichever your choice. Then to go to Jotunheim was even a more bonus for me. That was pretty cool, and how they did like that certain part of Jotunheim. Because apparently there's different parts of Jotunheim. So I didn't know that from prior research or anything, but I found that was awesome. Excuse me. the story that took place, and this and it's like a separate story. So I like how they gave uh Odin hold on, his name was Javi. It was a potion inducer. So you're not playing as evil. You're playing it technically as Odin, and we all know that Odin is the one-eyed man. You know, the one-eyed god, etc., etc. Um, we go through the process of seeing, you know, how he staved off Ragnarok altogether. What he sacrificed. That was pretty cool to see. To see how they told that myth, that story. To go through that process. That was for me the top highlight of the game for me. I just wanted to throw that out there. That whole 3 part, you know, saga was the best that the best time I enjoyed with the game. Everything else was probably, you know, cookie cutter Assassin's Creed stuff. We see if you put two and two together, you know that King Alfred is in this game. You know you got to deal with him, and you know how they have like the order, the Templars, the order of the ancients, etc., etc. You can technically see due to the what you call it what you call it thing, the silhouette or shadow, when you hover over the order members that you haven't seen, you can technically tell. You can tell off Buck that that's Alfred. He's the grand magistrate. But the way I want super sportive, but the way the ending set it up was pretty cool, and I thought that that's more in line with how his character has been portrayed in recent TV shows, even in the text, you know, the history books, etc., etc. That was pretty cool how they flipped that. But I just want to say, like, Evil and Sigurd's relationship in the game was pretty cool. Um, you know, and it actually ended up going a different route than what I thought it was. So I was I haven't talked to my buddies who also have Assassin's Creed, but in this particular one, you know, when you choose decisions you make, I'm not sure how far deep down the rabbit hole it goes, but we all made different choices uh, along our way towards the end of the game. So I got to go over it with them. Maybe I update y'all, maybe not. I don't know, but I got to go over with them the choices that they made that differentiated from mine, and if we all got different endings. But from what I can tell, the only part of the ending that changed, that probably do change, is Sigurd, but that's due to relationships within the game and how you go about that. I think. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. I'm gonna talk it over with my boys. We all chose different paths, so maybe something changed. That some they saw something that I did because I didn't have a relationship with this or that person. Um. Uh. But yeah, like I said, it's not. I have a lot of highlights here, but it's like this Assassin's Creed was definitely, I believe, the best one I played. You know, you have doors. You can. I put a video up recently. You can go find me on there. You can get Odin Spear. You can get Excalibur. That was very exciting. I put those videos up, so if anybody's interested and wants to know how to get those weapons, you can definitely go check that out on the page. And just remember, I can't remember if I put this in the video or that, but to get Thor's hammer, you must beat the game, and you must have you must have his full armor set for the hammer to even show up. So definitely go check that out. Um, what else we got here? Let me see some quick hits. Yeah, we got Desmond references. Um, Layla, the person who took, I guess she took over for Desmond. I'm not really sure because when I played, I took a break from Assassin's Creed after Black Flag, so I picked it up. I picked it back up around Origins. So I'm not even sure where Layla. I think Layla came in at Origins, if I'm not, if I can remember that correctly. I'm not sure, but her ending was kind of, you know, different. I didn't expect that. That's what and damn blah, the assassin members that got evil involved, their story, particularly Bassam's, his story was very, like, the twist at the end of the game, very unexpected. I won't spoil it at all. That was very unexpected from me. And just know that I think they're gearing up for another trilogy. I think it's going to be. I think that they're going to have to come to the real world because there's unless they do like some type of Asian thing or where they go like the Mongols or something. Like I don't know where can they go because they done all the big places. I just don't know where they can go forward from here. I want to talk about a couple of things that I like. Um, I finished the game. So I finished the game officially at. Oh no, I said after this. I like the settlement aspect of the game. That was awesome. I like the world build and I like to like manage like stuff. I play like Civi and Civi is short for civilization for my PC gamers. You know, like art stuff like that. We gotta manage. You know, people or build city buildings stuff like that. That little element that was cool. You know what I'm saying? Even though even though I didn't see like I saw a benefit to it, but the more I did it, the more I was like, it's okay. But it was like in hindsight, it's still cool, but it's not necessary. It wasn't something that was necessary. But I understand for that time because you're settling on a new land, so it was something that they tried. And it was like I said, it was. I mean, it was great. I didn't mind it, but it was kind of like it was just there afterwards. I know after a time, it just became like a chore to do. So, but otherwise, I did like it. Um, the finishers was great. I like that they condensed the inventory. My problem with Origins is that it was too bloated with weapons, and I feel like it was a slog. Like it just feel like I was slogging through. It wasn't as fun. Like Valhalla is fun. You don't have to assassinate people. You can literally be a Viking, walk up, kill motherfuckers. Like no, you don't have to assassinate nobody in this one. You can just walk up to them, wham, axe in the fucking head, get down, bam, bam, just chop heads off, whatever. And that was to me that was awesome. That was awesome to do. Because it made me feel like I was like I love the raids. I love that shit. That shit was awesome. Burning down villages, homes, etc. That was cool. Um, One of my favorite things about the game, I like dual wielding with the big ass axes. I really feel like it was a Viking experience. I can't stress that enough. Like this Assassin's Creed was definitely one of the best ones that has came out in recent years. And shout out to Ubisoft, man. I don't play Watch Dogs personally because the first Watch Dogs I bought, I was disappointed in. Never paid for it again because it will eventually be free. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not an advocate of Watch Dogs at all. But shout out to Ubisoft, man, because they put out 3 open world games in like 2 months. Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed, and Immortal Phoenix Rising, which I'm still playing, and a review will be up for that probably after Cyberpunk, because Cyberpunk comes out tonight. As y'all know, this is what the ninth. So yeah, I just want y'all to just be forewarned. I might do Cyberpunk before Phoenix. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. And yeah, so a couple stats about the game before I give my overall score. I finished the game at power 382. I finished the game. Excuse me. Power level 382 is when I finished the game. Um, I finished the game time wise 100. Official time was 124 hours, but I want to say if I had did the quest line straight through, I probably could have beat it between 40 and 75 hours. I want to say if I did it straight through, no side missions, no wandering off, no nothing, between 40 and 75 hours. But I do want to subtract 20 hours or 20 hours, 25 hours from my actual time of 124 hours because my console turns on by itself for some reason. So when I sleep and I wake up, I see the console. I'm like, what the hell? It's playing. For some reason, I'm just sitting on the Assassin's Creed menu. So let's take away 25 hours to say I beat the game in about 100 hours. That's just me. So I just want to throw it out there. Like it usually don't take me long to run through single player games, but yeah, that definitely wasn't my fault. That was due to the system. I don't know what the hell is wrong with just what that shit was doing. Um, but yeah, though. So just to wrap it up, I highly recommend Assassin's Creed Valhalla. If you can get it on sale, that's even better. Better give it a score. Excuse me. This weather change, man. If I had to give it a score, Assassin's Creed Valhalla is definitely a 9.3 out of 10. Yep, 9.3 out of 10. Out of 5, 4.3 out of 5. And I didn't want to give it a 9.5 because I've experienced a couple bugs. It pissed me off. So, the fight with Fenrir when he kept going on the ground, that shit was stupid and it pissed me the fuck off. So I took points off for that. I took points off for my game crashing. My game crashing every 5 to 6 hours. Like I would play 5 or 6 hours at a time, Assassin's Creed, and then my game would just suddenly crash. Like, and I was seeing the same error report in. I don't know if, according to my boys, it didn't happen on Xbox. Even though only one of them has the Xbox, he said he hasn't experienced his game crashed. So, and he's been playing it for about the same amount of time straight through, probably 3 to 5 hours. So I don't know. I don't know if it's a PlayStation thing on that, and I'm playing on PS4 Pro. So I don't know. I don't know what about it makes it crash, but yeah, I just wanted to forewarn it. But highly recommend Assassin's Creed. If you can get it. Yeah, yeah. Just make sure y'all get that job, man. It's definitely definitely a great release, man. Ubisoft did a great job. You gotta give them props for that, man. They did a great job with Assassin's Creed. Valhalla this year's iteration. Yeah. So like I said, Mad Time Gaming, Marcus Blunts on Twitch at Tony Ozzy. You know what I'm saying? Go check out my clips. I got plenty of them. Check out my Instagram. I got plenty of clips, man. I post screenshots, man, stuff, man, from Assassin's Creed that I love personally. Yeah, just I hope y'all go check it out, man. So I ain't spoiled too much for y'all, but definitely got to check. This is a game worth $60. And my seal of approval. Yeah, man, Tiny Gaming, man, Marvel's Blunts. Go get that Assassin's Creed.